Today I'm going to discuss what I think are the best two professions for starting out with in World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore. Now you could very easily go and Google best WoW Classic professions for gold making and you would get loads of results that are all really solid gold making methods. For example, like the footage you're seeing here of me farming Devil Soul Leather, this made me thousands of gold when Classic originally released and would do the same again on any hardcore servers that we do get. The problem is that this information is pretty useless. The majority of these videos and guides are aimed at high level players, something we definitely won't be having initially, at least anyway. We are looking at things today that we can only do with a low level, but also stuff that we can do on a fresh server within the first couple of days when there's hardly any gold on the server and there is very little on the auction house. This also means that selling on the auction house can be a bit of an issue as well because there's simply just not enough gold in circulation to sell anything except for things that are absolutely essential for leveling. Taking all this into consideration, I think the best profession for the majority of people to start with in Classic Hardcore is skinning. Skinning is super easy. All you need to do is pick up a skinning knife when you go and train a profession, and that is literally it. That's all the input you need. Now whenever you find a beast corpse in the world, you're just going to right click on it to skin it. This is going to get you loads of leather scraps and light leather, and it barely takes any extra effort or time whatsoever. Like we said though, it's unlikely this is going to sell for anything on the auction house in the first few days. It's just too easy to get and people have other priorities to spend the little gold that they do have on. That doesn't matter because we are using this as a raw gold farm. Gold is so hard to come by and this is probably the easiest way to set yourself up on a low level character on Fresh Realms. Stacks of leather scraps vendor for 1 silver 40 copper and light leather goes for 3 silver a stack. This is enough to get yourself a full set of bag from vendors really early on the game and helps you keep up with the training costs etc in the lower levels. Additionally, because the skins stack up to 20, you're generally able to carry a much higher value per full inventory, so every trip back to sell is of much higher value than if you didn't have skinning. Now if you wanted to do this and vendor everything all the way up to level 60, that would work fine, but I think this is strongest on a fresh realm right at the start just to get you that raw gold when it's so hard to get it anywhere else. But yeah, this is definitely a replaceable profession in the long term if you wanted to. It is just to get you that head start. So what about a second profession then? I think either herbalism or mining are probably the easiest, at least initially. Anything with crafting professions right at the start is just going to drain too many resources from you. Whereas gathering professions, these are basically just to go and click on something to get yourself some extra gold. If you wanted super easy low effort, then you could actually just pick up herbalism and just vendor most of the herbs. It's not terrible gold making. I probably wouldn't suggest doing this for mining as the nodes are nowhere near as common as herbs. For mining, I'd probably pick this up if I was either going to try selling ore on the auction house eventually when markets did settle down, or if I was going to try and pair it up with a profession that would use those ores when I eventually drop skinning. Personally, one that I will seriously consider is picking up herbalism, but just stockpiling those herbs. Eventually, drop skinning and pick up alchemy, and then use all those herbs for the variety of useful buffs that you can get from alchemy as you level all the way to 60. None of these are supposed to be the best long-term choices in the game, but hopefully they can help you get a good head start as the economies on the new servers stabilise for the longer term. Thanks for watching guys, see you next time.